There are moments when you feel completely sure about yourself. You decide to start something. You feel ready. Then one small mistake happens, or someone says one sentence, or you see someone doing better than you. And suddenly, that confidence disappears. Nothing around you has really changed, but inside your mind, everything has. Now, every decision feels heavy. Every choice feels risky. You begin checking yourself again and again. You wonder if you're good enough. You wonder if you're making the wrong decision. And after a while, you stop trusting yourself. Not because you know you're incapable, but because you no longer know which voice inside your head is telling the truth. In this video, we're going to understand why self-doubt never seems to end. Not because you're weak, not because you're lazy, but because most people don't understand where self-doubt actually comes from. Most people think self-doubt means having low confidence. It doesn't. Confidence is simply your belief that you can handle something. Self-doubt is different. Self-doubt is your mind constantly asking for more proof before it allows you to believe in yourself. That is why even successful people can still doubt themselves, because success doesn't automatically stop the mind from asking for proof. Imagine someone who has already driven a car safely for 5 years. One day, they make a small mistake while parking. Nothing serious happens, but suddenly they start thinking, maybe I'm actually not a good driver. The mistake lasted 5 seconds. The doubt lasts for weeks. The mistake wasn't the real problem. The meaning they gave to the mistake was. This is something psychologists call negative bias. That simply means your brain pays more attention to bad experiences than good ones. Your brain does this for survival. Thousands of years ago, forgetting one dangerous animal could cost your life. Forgetting one beautiful sunset did not. So the brain slowly learned to remember danger more than safety. That habit still exists today. Now, the danger is no longer wild animals. It's rejection, failure, embarrassment, looking foolish. So when something goes wrong, your brain stores it very carefully. But when something goes right, it often moves on very quickly. That is why one criticism can stay in your mind for months, while 10 compliments disappear in a day. Your brain is not trying to make you miserable. It's trying to protect you. The problem is that protection can become a prison. There's another reason self-doubt keeps coming back. Your mind loves certainty. Certainty means feeling sure. The brain feels calm when it knows what will happen next. But life doesn't work like that. Every important decision comes with uncertainty. You cannot know the future before you live it. Your brain doesn't like that. So it starts creating questions. What if this fails? What if people laugh? What if I regret this? Those questions feel important, but they are usually guesses, not facts. Think about someone applying for a job. Before sending the application, they imagine being rejected. They imagine people judging them. They imagine failing the interview. None of those things have happened, but their body reacts as if they already did. The imagination becomes stronger than reality. Self-doubt often grows in places where facts are missing. Your mind fills the empty space with fear. There's something else that quietly feeds self-doubt. You keep treating every mistake like evidence about who you are. Instead of seeing a mistake as something you did, you see it as something you are. There's a huge difference. If you burn your first meal while learning to cook, it doesn't mean you're a bad cook. It means you're someone learning to cook. Learning looks messy. Every skill begins with mistakes. But when your identity becomes attached to every result, every mistake feels personal, and personal pain stays longer. So here's one simple idea that can change how you look at self-doubt. Separate the voice from the evidence. That's it. Separate the voice from the evidence. Inside your mind, there's always a voice. Sometimes it says you're capable. Sometimes it says you're not. That voice speaks all day. But speaking doesn't make it correct. Imagine your phone giving you the wrong weather forecast. You wouldn't automatically believe it forever. You would look outside the window. You would check reality. Treat your thoughts the same way. Don't ask, what is my mind saying? Ask, what is actually true? Suppose your mind says, I'm terrible at speaking. Now look for evidence. Have you really failed every conversation? Probably not. Have you ever explained something clearly to a friend? Probably yes. Have people understood you before? Probably yes. Now, the evidence is different from the fear. Your mind was telling a story. Reality was telling another. The goal isn't to remove self-doubt forever. That probably won't happen. The goal is to stop treating every doubtful thought as a fact. Thoughts are not orders. They're not predictions. They're simply thoughts. Here's something you can do today. The next time self-doubt appears, don't argue with it. Don't try to silence it. Just pause for a moment. Then ask one simple question. What evidence do I actually have right now? Not yesterday, not last year, right now. If the evidence is weak, don't let the doubt become your decision. And if you made a mistake today, describe it carefully. Say, I made a mistake. Don't say, I am a mistake. Those two sentences sound similar, but they build two completely different lives. One teaches growth, the other teaches shame. Your mind learns from the words you repeat. Choose words that describe reality, not fear. Over time, something quiet begins to change. You stop chasing perfect confidence. You begin building trust. Confidence rises and falls. Trust stays longer. Trust means knowing that even if today goes badly, you'll still be able to learn tomorrow. That's much stronger than feeling confident for one afternoon. You don't need a mind that never doubts. You need a mind that knows doubt doesn't always deserve to be believed. That is enough. You are not the voice that questions your worth. You are the person deciding which voice deserves your trust. What's one decision you've been delaying because you've been believing your doubt instead of your evidence? There's a free resource in the description if you'd like a little more help putting this into practice. If this conversation meant something to you, there's more videos that resonate with you. Till then, stay positive and see you in the next one.